Okay, quite a special day, and on this special day, joining us a very special guest, Salma Sultan, who for years was the face of Indian television news reading. Welcome, ma'am, to the studio. You're coming to a television studio. You're coming to a television studio, I presume, after some time. You were for 30 years at Doordarshan reading the news and...
to your studio.
To our studio. Okay, fair enough. But your last time you read a bulletin, you told me was 1997. So, do you want to read the bulletin today? Is this much easier than reading bulletins in your day when all you had was pieces of paper sometimes in front of you?
Yeah, I was watching you and I was thinking that I wish we had such luxury because you were talking and I think you could have easily have had coffee also meanwhile. But no, I think because the way we were reading news was quite different. We were in front of the camera for maybe 15-20 minutes. Sometimes there were films, sometimes there were no films. So I think it was very difficult even to sip water.
And you did it also in the initial days. You did it only through paper. There was no auto cue or no machine that was scrolling down for you.
No. Initially there were papers, and when we switched over to auto cue, it was very difficult because we were used to looking down and looking up and all that. But later on we had to get used to that machine, and that used to give us a lot of trouble.
Were you memorizing a large part of your scripts in the initial days?
No. We were looking down and just reading out. Yeah.
And what was a colleague of mine who had worked with Doordarshan was telling me that there were times when you would go to a place and people would give you gifts. You had a huge fan following, I believe. You were the most recognized face for a long time of Indian television.
I think your friend is a lucky one. At least I didn't get any gifts, but yes, we used to get a lot of fan mail and a lot of letters, criticizing or appreciating. So.
And of course, one of the style statements that everyone remembers, ma'am, is that rose. Was that something you decided to do right from the beginning, or did you pick it up later? Also, the way you wore your sari was very peculiar, and a lot of people remember.
Should I disclose all those secrets today?
But what was the secret of the rose? Were you trying to attract some special individual by telling him that you'll have a rose on, or what was it?
Well, I think the rose story is a very interesting one. I love flowers and roses, so there used to be very lovely flowers in my garden. So one day I wore a pink sari and I looked around, there was a beautiful pink rose. So I just put it on. I read the news and there was many telephone calls. I felt very nice. Second day again I used the rose. But later on I didn't care about it, and there was so much of, telephones and people asking me why didn't I use the rose. So then it became a habit and became part of me.
Today when you see news television and news channels today, everything is, you have anchors who can actually frighten you at times.
They do. I'm feeling very scared of you.
And people like me are accused of speaking too loudly and interrupting and doing all the wrong things of television. Do you believe there's been a decline in standards, or do you believe that was another generation and you read out news in those days and now the nature of the medium has changed?
Right, I won't use the word decline because change is very essential, and this is part of the change which we are all going through in our lives. This is a very good change because I think everything is fast and faster, and
everything is breaking news.
It's breaking.
आपके ज़माने में breaking news तो कभी हुआ नहीं करती थी.
हम लोगों में breaking news नहीं होती, रुकावट के लिए खेद होता था. So we used to have रुकावट के लिए खेद. But yes, I think we were very calm and we didn't raise blood pressures as you people do. And but I think with changing times, maybe this is what people want, or maybe this is what you want to give to people. I think this is a dilemma which I have not been able to solve, whether you are giving that kind of a style to people or people want that style. That you have to answer.
If you ask me these tough questions, today I'm going to ask you the questions. On another day, another show, you can ask me the questions.